Nothing in life is fun anymore. Perhaps it's not supposed to be anymore. Maybe the only people we were ever supposed to make proud was our 8-year-old selves and our 80-year-old selves. Because those were 2 points in life where things didn't matter that much. Not materialistic things, not money, not people liking us. Because you could be the sweetest peach on the tree. But not everyone likes peaches. Not everybody's going to like you. You could be so kind, you could be so honest, you could be so empathetic. But it doesn't mean the world is going to reciprocate. You need to work hard. You need to go out there, you need to work hard every single day. Because if you don't, well, you'll find yourself in a loop. A loop that you never questioned. A routine that you never wanted to break. It was all about you, wasn't it? Everything. It all comes back to you. It all comes back to that kid in his room, crisscross applesauce, sitting on his bed, laying backwards, hoping that one day everything would get better. You have the chance to make that kid proud. You have the chance to do it right now. Because at the end of your life, that older version of yourself, he or she is not going to care about the mistakes you made, the people that may or may not have hated you, the things you did. Because in life, it just doesn't matter about what you did. It matters what you decide to do next. Because you are not that. You are not just your sad story. You are not just a hole. You are a human being. And rock bottom is not where you decide to lay. It's where you decide to stop digging. Where you decide to take the energy that you have. Because yes, you have energy left. Whether you want to continue to decide to continue to dig. Or if you want to use that energy to crawl out. Desperately. Scratching. Crawling. Fighting. Squirming. Struggling. Trying to find a way out. Luckily for you, you realize something. You realize that there is no destination without a journey. It just doesn't work that way. I was having a conversation with one of my friends, and he was telling me about how he was supposed to be happy when he got this new thing. But now it's on to the next thing. But then he'll be happy when he gets that other thing. When he gets the car. And then after he gets the car, he'll probably want something else. And the I'll be happy when game. It takes the fun out of everything. Because one day somebody taught you that you weren't supposed to have fun anymore. You're supposed to work. What's your dream job? What do you want to do for the rest of your life? What should you be doing with your time? What is your definition of success in the first place? It's not like or you're even aware at all. Somewhere down the road, life turned black and white. It lost its color. It got drained. But let me tell you something. There's still life left. There's still a chance to make the most out of this life. Even if everything has been drained from you. Even if you feel dead inside. Oh, I'm numb. I can't feel. But in reality, you are feeling everything. It's kind of like all 4 of the walls are closing in. And when they finally do, you're still there. To wonder. To think. Waiting around for your life to happen when it never does. Because there's only one thing that is left. It's you. You know, and let me tell you something, everybody. I'm not going to be one of those gurus that tell you have to work 99% of your life. I'm actually going to tell you this. You might as well enjoy the only life you may ever get to live, regardless of if it's fun, regardless of if it's fair. Sometimes I wonder what it would be like to have never existed at all. But not like it matters. Because I'm here. Right now. Experiencing. And that question does nothing but contradict my entire life. What if I was never here? What if I never had the chance to make something of myself in the first place? I just want to tell a little bit of a story, everybody. This playhouse right here. You guys just seen that playhouse? You did. I remember when I was a little kid, I stood on top of that blue roof. And it collapsed in. And I hit my side pretty hard. You know, and I also remember, I'm not going to even say a name, but I remember a family member was standing right there on my deck. And I was like, I can't breathe. Like I couldn't breathe. Like I can remember the moment vividly, actually. But they just continued to stand there on their phone. You know, they didn't care. You know, and I don't know why. You know, it's a shame that some things that people will forget, you will always remember. Like how the saying goes, when an axe cuts down a tree, the axe forgets. But the tree remembers. It remembers everything. The struggle, the pain, the disillusionment. The people that you thought you knew, turns out you don't really know them at all. Play. Enjoy your life. Even though life is black and white, even though everything has been drained, it doesn't mean that you still can't do something that puts a smile on your face. Something that you enjoy. You know, because you could bring yourself down all day. In reality, it's not going to get you anywhere. What is that thing that you're holding on to that you need the world to see? Release it. Become. The quiet before the storm. If you're afraid, good. It means success is right around the corner. But you just need to keep on pushing, because you need to realize something. You're not stuck in life. You are stuck in your head. Fighting for a desperate attempt to make it out. Let me tell you one more thing, everybody. The graveyard is filled with irreplaceable people. You as well. Because there will never be another you as long as this planet exists. I mean, one day, the sun is going to explode. I mean, the earth has an age, for Christ's sake. Who knows what it all means? You know what I mean? Let's take a look at this wood over here. You know, let's imagine we are that plank of wood. You know, in this grassland, in my backyard, in the state of Pennsylvania, in the country of the United States of America, on an earth, in a galaxy, in a Milky Way, in a universe, spreading all the way out. You know, listen to this, everybody. If you were to put the universe's lifespan into a 24-hour day, humans wouldn't exist until the final quarter of a second of the day. Human life would not even pop up into existence until the very final quarter second of that 24-hour day. Now, I could be wrong. You know, maybe I'm wrong about everything I say. But I can tell you one thing. You may not know what you're going to do with your life. but you have to live and enjoy every second of it. You know, yes, one day you took off the rose-colored glasses, but it's okay. You know, because you never needed to be strong enough and suppress your pain. You just needed to be strong enough to pick it up and move forward. Learn from your mistakes. Learn from the person that you have become. Eventually, you could see it clearly. No, but don't think you could just stop. Don't think you could just stop. Because in life, if you just stop, you're going to be stagnant. Life is going to ruin you. And you're going to have no idea where to go. If you're still looking for that fun, if you're still looking for that spark, let me tell you one thing. I don't think we are looking for meaning in this life. Nor do I think we're looking for purpose or even happiness. I think we are simply searching for ourselves. And one day we will become comfortable inside of our own skin. Because to be able to look in the mirror and be comfortable with what you see, that's one of the hardest things you'll ever have to do. It's raining now. You know, so that means the fun is going to be cut short, unfortunately. But do not let the dimness of the world, the darkness, consume you and make you think you can't do anything at all. Because you are a lot stronger, a lot more powerful. Because let me tell you something, the successful are not just the young. It's not just the rich or the famous. It's the courageous, the consistent. People that wake up in the morning with that ache in their chest, but they still get out of bed anyway. Maybe that's what it's all about. Enjoy the rest of your day. And most importantly, above all else, stay positive.